Okay, Broadway.com. Look at this, Miss Harvey. She's in room 203. It's Hanke. So guys, you haven't really got to chance to meet Miss Jones, the character Miss Jones in our play, in our musicale, played by the very beautifully tall and gorgeous Ellen Harvey. And so I thought we should meet Ellen Harvey. She's one of the leads of our show. So I'm here at her dressing room, and she has a dog, I guess. That's a cute dog. And we are going to hopefully see if she is here. Ellen?
Ja, men jag har sagt det förut. Jag har sagt att faktiskt vi har åtit laxen för 3 nätter nu. Ja, det är lite mycket, men jag vet att vi tycker om det. Men vänta, förlåt. Christopher är här. Han ska göra den här intervju på interneten eller någonting. Så att, ja, men vi tar det här senare, okej? Okay? Jo, ja, det är han med konstiga glasögonen. Ja, det är han. Okej då, ja men hej då, vi ses. Hej, hej. Hey!
Wow, gosh, that's like amazing. I never knew that you like spoke a foreign language like that.
Ja, det är så att när jag var liten, det faktiskt var min första språk. Min mamma är svenska, men min pappa är amerikanska. Så att jag var född här i USA, men vi flyttade till Sverige när jag var liten. Så det är därför att jag pratar svenska.
Wow, I mean, gosh, that's amazing. Has that like caused problems? I mean, have you had trouble getting work like since you're Swedish or speak Swedish?
No.
Okay. Wow. That's amazing. You can do the show in English then, if you speak Swedish. I mean, your English is really, really good then.
Say, you want to come watch us bowl tonight?
So, how's it like working with Dan?
Fantastiskt.
Okay. And what about John Larroquette? He's famous. He's like one of the leads of our show. He got a Tony nomination. What's it like working with him?
Ja, skittrevligt.
Okay, not sure what that means, but is it harder working on Broadway than you would say doing a tour?
Jo, kanske. Kanske.
So thanks for your time, and we'll talk soon.
Well, I'm glad our little talks have proven valuable. Good night, Ponte. Don't work too hard.
I think she only knows lines from the show in English. So guys, yes, it's Tony nomination day, and How to Succeed on Broadway got 8 nominations. What's up, Broadway.com? It's Hanke with Frump Tower, episode 7.
Hey, Victoria, it's Decorah, I'm here.
So when I got into my dressing room today, our producers very classily, is that an adverb? Is that an adverbly? Had this bottle of champagne here on my dressing room station, and it says, "Congratulations on your Tony-nominated hit. With all our love, the producers." Your producers. That's a fancy champagne right there. I'm gonna be drinking that. I don't drink. So we're gonna go see if we can find Tammy. We're gonna see if we can talk to John Larroquette. It's a lot of stuff going on in the theater. A lot of flowers downstairs. A lot of bottles of champagne. A lot of celebration happening, and we'll see if we can find out what it was like for them to hear this morning that they were nominated. So come with me. Okay, Broadway.com. Embarrassing story, probably of my lifetime. I joined Twitter this last week, so guys, come follow me on Twitter, at CJ Hanke. Woo. So I was thinking about tweeting something tonight about I'm going to try to get in good shape for the summer and go shirtless and send a pic out and basically make some kind of lame joke about stopping eating tonight, and I won't eat any more this summer except for chicken broth. But I didn't, and I was headed up to the shower after my show, and I was naked in a towel, and I was flexing my body muscles to myself as I was headed up to the shower, and I ran the corner, and standing at the top of the stairs is Renee Zellweger. Awesome. she saw our show tonight. Oh my God! And I just met her naked. And then when I was so excited to meet her, and I went in for like a hug, like, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm naked. I can't do that. So then I was like, oh, I'm naked. I mean, I'm naked. So I shook her hand, and she loved the show. She was very gracious and had a big beaming smile on her face. And I was naked. I'm in the John Larroquette's dressing room here at the Al Hirschfeld. It's very fancy here. And this is the Tony nominee right here.
Howdy.
Howdy!
That's a very strange moniker to have, but I like it.
I'm gonna sit down right here.
Please.
So we can be on level. So you got nominated for a Tony yesterday.
Yes.
How did that feel?
It's a slightly surreal feeling. I mean, obviously none of us get into this business for awards, but when you've got something like that and you realize that when I got into it for the money, that people who actually work in your industry sit for a second and actually take the time to acknowledge something you're doing. I mean, it's very cool. It's very cool.
Well, you're no stranger to award shows. You've been nominated for an Emmy 5 times.
Yes, actually, I have.
Which I have to confess, I did not know.
Actually, I've won 5 of them, which has been...
Oh, you've won 5?
Yes.
Oh, so you were nominated for 5 and won all 5?
Yes.
Wow.
Actually, I was nominated for 6 and won 5.
So you lost one.
I struck out once.
Okay.
But if I were a baseball player, I'd get a really fat contract with that kind of average.
Yeah, you would. And a really hot girl.
Well, I have that already in my wife, so that base is covered.
So yesterday morning, what happened? Like, walk us through it.
Well, I was in bed, and my wife brought in my morning cup of tea. And as she left the room, she turned to me and said, "Oh, by the way, your eggs are ready, and you were nominated for a Tony." Very wry sense of humor my English wife has.
So you had eggs, and you celebrated with your wife.
I didn't celebrate, it's just thank you very much, and then did some dog and pony show with journalists around the country, just asking questions about it, and me stating my phenomenal gratitude, which is genuine and heartfelt.
Since you have sat in the audience on TV on the Emmy Awards, and you've mostly won and you lost once, what is the game face that you give when the camera comes up to you and like you've been nominated and you're like sitting there right before you're about to win? Like, do you like consciously like don't look too excited, don't look too sad, don't like? Is it like a game or is it like awkward? Like, what's that like?
It's slightly awkward.
Yeah, right.
It is slightly awkward, but it's I know everybody says this, and probably a lot of people don't mean it. I can't look into people's hearts. But, being nominated is quite a spectacular thing when you consider how many choices there are that people have, not only in television, certainly, in the amount of hours, the amount of actors, the amount of shows. And this seems to be a rich season in our town here in New York. And when you're sitting in the audience, not knowing, you just try and be gracious about it. And the only times that I've actually thought about not doing something, making sure I didn't do something, was when there was a year when John Ratzenberger, who was a gentleman on Cheers, was also nominated. So I had my wife hold my leg so that when I heard the word John, I wouldn't jump out of my seat.
Yeah.
And I wait for the last name.
You're a pretty tall dude. You're tall. What are you going to wear? How do you find a tux that fits you?
I have them made.
Oh, really?
It's pretty easy. I've got and
you got connections.
There'll be something shipped out from LA probably because I've got too many of them. I've bought a lot of tuxes in my time, I suppose. Or I might, go here to Bergdorf Goodman's or somewhere and find something, whatever's fashionable. I think my tux now is like maybe 3 years old, so it might be a little dated.
I think it's time. I think they're slimmer now, John.
Right. Yeah. Okay. They don't have bell bottoms and cuffs anymore.
No. You still have like the flowered, the light blue powdered like tux.
Never did that. Never did that. But what I do have is Issey Miyake, who is a Japanese designer, was very, very big for a while. Made these big lapel with one button and quite dated. So that one's going to go to Goodwill at some point.
I was very excited that you got nominated for Tony, sincerely. I think you deserve it. It's an honor to have met you and to be working with you. And I will be there performing Brotherhood of Man, hopefully. I bet that's what we do.
That's of course what we'll do.
And we'll be celebrating. I'll be backstage hoping that you win while you sit in the audience.
Thanks, Chris.
So say goodbye to Broadway.com.
Goodbye, Broadway.com. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, bye. Hello, Broadway.com. So I am standing outside my theater on a Sunday matinee, and it is the week that we got nominated for 8 Tony Awards. And we have spoken to John Larroquette and hopefully Tammy Blanchard. And I just want to zoom in on a couple of things. John Larroquette, Best Feature Actor in a musical Tony nomination. Rob Ashford for Best Director, Best Choreography, 2 Tony Award nominations. We're gonna go see if Tammy's, yes, there she is. There's hers. Tammy Blanchard, Best Featured Actress in a Musical Tony Award nomination. Tammy Blanchard is devilishly sexy and funny. That she is. Rose Hemingway is the season's most adorable and vivacious ingenue. Yes, that's from USA Today. What? Christopher J. Hanke is a delicious villain. Thanks, Liz Smith. But mostly I'm here to talk about these cool Tony nominations. So we love that. We love that. And this is our crowd. Lined up all the way down the street. Very, very cool. And let's go see if we can talk to Tammy Blanchard.
It's got a window open. Did you show them the window in your room?
Yes.
Oh, look at that. In the summertime when we're all cramped up in the theater, that is going to be so nice.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. It's such a great day.
It is such a great day. You're a mother.
I know. Praise the Lord. I don't mean to get religious on you people. I'm not religious. I believe in Jesus, yes. But I'm not religious.
I love her. I love her. Tony nomination. Congratulations, Tammy.
Thank you.
I called you. I called Tammy on the morning that it happened, and her voice. I couldn't even leave a voicemail. Her phone was so not taking any voicemails. I mean, you must have had 1,000 people calling you.
I've met a lot of great people in the jobs I've done, and I have a pretty big family, so the phone was off the hook. So many people in that category, and I knew that I had a feeling that I was doing something special, but I didn't know, if it was too full. But I gotta say, I had my daughter 3 years ago, and since then it's been a struggle to get back into the business and get back into, playing really great parts. So this for me is really much needed and
a huge blessing.
And welcomed, and thank God, and thank the people who voted, and everyone for all their support.
We're so happy for you here at this theater. Everybody's talking about it, and we're excited. And I just want to let everyone know, because they may not know that the 2 Broadway shows that you've done, you've got nominated for Tony for both of them.
Because they were great parts.
And so, what
Good afternoon, everyone. It's 2:30, and this is your half-hour call, half hour to the top of the show.
I'm going to turn that off.
Full company this afternoon.
Okay, so what's going to be different now for the Tonys? Now that you're older, that you've done more work, you feel probably more grounded, you've had a baby. What's going to be different this time versus last time?
I guess I'll be more grateful, because every step I take now in my career is a step that my daughter doesn't have to take. I mean, I'm making strides for her because she's beautiful. And it all just means so much more when you're doing it for, I was doing it for my family from the get-go. My mom was initially the reason why I wanted to do it, and now it's just, there's so many reasons to just enjoy it and be grateful for it.
Do you know who you're going to take as a date?
My mom, of course. What? Oh.
I was gonna ask Tammy on this camera interview to be my date, for her to ask me to be her date, but mom trumps. I get it. Mom trumps. She does. They always do. What was the most exciting thing about being nominated for a Tony? And then we'll say goodbye to Broadway.com.
The most exciting thing about it is that none of the Hetties have ever been nominated, so I feel like I really paved the way for some great women to step in the role after me. And the fact
I didn't know that. That's cool trivia.
That's cool, right? It was bittersweet.
Daniel was robbed.
It was bittersweet because of this, because of a lot of the talent on stage that didn't get the recognition, but even though the show did, so that's saying something. And the fact that anyone did really is a tribute to everyone that they're working with.
Totally.
It takes one person, one rotten egg to stop.
I agree. I agree.
We all really supported each other, even if it was rough and tough at some times. We still what we created on the stage is everyone's creation. So we should all share in all of the nominations and really
Yeah.
be grateful.
I agree.
And let's try and win.
Let's do. I can't wait to see you all dressed up on the red carpet.
Thank you.
I'm sorry to bug you with my camera, but it's for Broadway.com and it's for people to come and see our show. Come and see us.
Yeah.
Yay, congratulations, Tammy.
Thanks, Christopher.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Broadway.com. Thanks for watching Frump Tower. We had a good week. Lots of Tony nominations. Very exciting, celebrating here at the theater. Great energy. We look forward to a month away. Yes. God, I hope we get it. I hope we get it. You got to see John and Tammy and got to talk to them and kind of see what it was like to experience getting nominated for a Tony through their eyes. I didn't feel like it was appropriate to be too funny with them or to like make jokes or whatever, just to honor that, what they did, what they accomplished. It's really great. So I hope you appreciated that. And who knew that Ellen Harvey doesn't speak English? I never talked to her backstage. So I guess I would have known sooner had I been nice and reached out to her. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Broadway.com. Hanke, signing out. Bye.